10 years ago, my girlfriend abandoned me and our 5-year-old daughter. Now she wants her family back. My story begins 16 years ago, when I met Lucy. She was an amazing girl, intelligent, beautiful, fancy, funny, just the greatest girl I ever met. I felt so lucky when we started dating. And after a year into the relationship, we had a baby. I was living the dream, living with my girlfriend, raising our little daughter, being a happy family. I loved Lucy so much, and after some years, we were finally getting married. Our daughter was the most excited one about the wedding. She was going to be the flowers girl. Everything seemed to be perfect. Until, one day, when I was heading back home, a guy wanted to talk with me. At first I believed he may want to sell me something, until he mentioned Lucy. Politely, he asked me to talk in a private place. He then asked me to please stop everything about the wedding and step back, because he and Lucy wanted to be together. I didn't believe him, until he started to tell me a lot of details about her that would be impossible to know. I returned home as fast as I could. I didn't want this to be true, and told her about it, hoping all was a mistake. But no, it wasn't. The next hour she told me everything. She has been cheating on me for the last 2 years. She told me about how all the time she said she loved me, that she wanted us to be together, and she loved our family, were all lies. How her new man was younger, stronger, handsome and a better lover. She said that she didn't want it to be tied to me, how she lost her freedom for being a mother, and she didn't want it to be a wife, that she wanted her freedom back. The final stab was when she said she was happy that I finally knew, and now she was able to leave. I cried, begged, humiliated myself and got on my knees asking for another chance, to try fix our relationship, but she didn't want it. She wanted the thrill and excitement that this new guy make her feel. By the next day, she left us. I felt broken, humiliated, emasculated. But my daughter needed me. She was heartbroken, her mother left, and she believed it was her fault. She heard when Lucy said she didn't want it to be a mother anymore. She needed me, and I needed to be strong for her. Fortunately we had help. My family and Lucy's family supported us in any way possible. Her parents were so ashamed for their daughter's actions that they couldn't look me to the face without apologize for everything she did. I will be in debt with everyone forever for all their help. Fast forward, 10 years later. After lots of time in therapy, my daughter and I are living happy. She is the light of my life. A beautiful 15-year-old lady who I love. Our wounds are healed and we have a very good life. But then, she came back. When me and my daughter were getting back home, we found Lucy in front of our apartment, waiting for us, wanting to talk. I recognize her immediately, and I would like to say that I did something cool, like ignoring her, asking her to leave, or at least be hostile with her. But no. I'm an idiot. My heart skipped a beat in the moment I saw her. She still was beautiful as before, but somehow, she looked even better. Maybe the age make her look mature and elegant, maybe the dress, or the makeup, I don't know, but I let her in, while our daughter gave us some space and went to her room. She told me everything she did since she left. Basically, she lived with that guy for some years. She said how much she enjoyed it, all the fun she got and how she believed those were the best years of her life, until she noticed that the excitement of that new relationship was fading slowly. In some point, she started to cheat on that guy too. According to her, she wanted to feel alive and excited. Eventually, that relationship ended, and she started dating other guys. Every relationship became shorter than the previous one, until she only had casual hookups. She also said that sometimes she thought about us, our family, but she said she was too proud to admit she made a mistake, until last year. She got C-19 and it hit her really hard, to the point that she believed she would die, and realized how alone she was, how stupid she was, and the mistake she made so long ago. After all of that, she said she regretted everything she did and said, now she was ready to marry me, and be the family we always meant to be. When she was done I asked her to leave, to give me some time to think. She accepted, saying she would be back the next day. For years I dreamed about her coming back, and now it was happening. But it just felt wrong. Since then, she visits almost daily, wanting to talk about the best years of our relationship, and how we could be a happy family again. I asked for help. To my family, to my friends. Most of them said I would be making the worst mistake of my life if I take her back. Others said that I could give her a chance. It took me a lot to heal, and some more time to start making new relationships, and I would be risking everything. One night, my daughter and I had a deep conversation about all this. I always tried to involve her in every part of our life, and this issue concerned her too, because as her mother. Sometimes she surprises me being so wise and mature, because she told me, can you really love someone that hurted us so much? And that was everything I needed. I would never forgive myself if I let her hurt my daughter again. And I said that to Lucy. If she want to be around, or have a relationship with our daughter, I'm okay with it. Only if my daughter want it, but I told her we are not getting back. Lucy only said that she would make me fall in love with her again, and that she would not give up. Relevant comment. I would love to stay updated on this forever lol. What was Lucy's parents' reaction to hearing about her coming back? Also, did they ever talk about you at all with her, or did she just leave the family in general and ghosted people? OP. She ghosted everyone when she left. Her parents were always on my side and both are amazing grandparents. When they knew she was back, her mother didn't want to see her and her father told him, with lots of details, how she is ashamed for all of us and the disappointment she ended up being. Update. I didn't expect so many answers, so thanks to everyone for your answers and advices. Thanks to the ones who made me open my eyes and helped me to realize I still having issues with my ex and I'm not over with her, and overall, to the ones who pointed the risk of hurting my daughter that is letting her back in our lives. I can recognize my weakness, but I'm not letting her to hurt my baby again. So don't worry, I'm not getting back with her. Since the post, she had been insisting on meeting, she wanted to talk. I decided to have one last talk with her and setting my boundaries. We met in a public place. The talk was long and hard, I wanted her to be honest, and I told her the moment I caught a lie I was leaving. I asked if she was really sorry, or are we her last option? Did she really love us, or are we just a consolation prize? Did she came back for love, or because she was unable to find another man anymore? She was unable to answer any of that. She only said things like, "It's not like that, you need to understand me, I'm not like this anymore." She kept insisting on giving her another chance, that we can love each other again, that we could be together. She never even mentioned our daughter in any moment. Only after I pointed it, she started to mention her. When I tried to settle that we were over, she grabbed my hand and, as some of you told me she would do, she tried to seduce me, pulling down her blouse, showing me her cleavage, and saying we can find a room, so I can do whatever I wanted with her, that she wouldn't say no to anything, to compensate me. I didn't recognize that woman. She wasn't the amazing girl I met, she wasn't the mother of my daughter. I didn't know who that woman was, but she wasn't my Lucy. I said her to let me go, that we were over. Neither I or my daughter wanted anything with her, so please leave us alone, we were living a good life without her. She then went mad, saying I couldn't left her, that it wasn't my choice, that she doesn't have anything else. That I can't take away her daughter. I still don't know why, but that last sentence triggered me. The next are not my exact words, but are close of what I said on that moment. Your daughter? Your daughter? You are not her mother. You only gave birth to her, but you are not her mother. Tell me, where you were when she was sick? Where you were when she had fever? When she was scared on the night? When her first teeth fell? When she cried on the nights because she missed her mom? Where you were on her first day of school? When she had her first period? When she had her first boyfriend? When her heart broke for the second time? Because the first one who broke her heart was her mother. Which D were you riding when she needed a mom? You have no right to claim you are her mother, because you never acted like that. She tried to reply, but I saw how she was unable to find the words. I left her. Back at home, she sent me some texts, asking for another meeting, for another chance, that she loves me and she can change, but I'm done. You all were right, she doesn't love me or our daughter at all, she only loves herself. Having her in my life would be bad, toxic, I don't need that. I don't need her. My daughter and I are going back to therapy soon. Some of you were right, I need to work on myself, be stronger, and get over those feelings for her, because they're not real, just a memory of what I thought she was. Relevant comments. Do you have full custody, like through the courts, not just a verbal agreement, of your daughter? Proud of you. Make sure you've got all the protections that the law affords you to protect yourself and your daughter. Stay strong. Best daddy-o ever. OP. Thanks, I have the custody. It was easy, as she never appeared. Comment. Hey bro, has she tried to show up at your apartment again? And has your daughter talked to her at all? Really hope she realizes that you and your daughter won't budge with her, and she gives up on trying to reconcile. That way you don't have to deal with her. OP. No. I forbid her to appear here again, or I would call her parents and the cops. My daughter barely recognized her the first time, but after realizing how she was, she had been reluctant to even be in the same room as her. She holds a lot of grudge against her. Comment. Hey sir, if you don't mind me asking, where is your ex living and does she still get in contact with you and your daughter? OP. As far as I know, she is staying with her sister for the moment. She had sent me texts and calls, but she hasn't come to my home again. My daughter doesn't want to see her,